Hello everybody, I have a coin hopper here. This is for our Columbia units. In this case I have a nickel hopper, uh, but they all operate the same, whether it's pennies, nickels, dimes, or quarters. Most often we see exit jams, exit hopper jam. So what I want to do first off, right away, I'm going to look underneath here. We'll see if I can aim it for the camera. And it happens a lot with dimes and pennies often, where they're just gummed up, or for whatever reason the hopper doesn't eject them with enough force to pop them back out of the chute, and they get stuck inside that little slot there. And there are sensors there, which I'll show you in a minute. If you look down inside here, you can see the hopper, and you can reach down in with your fingers and rotate that manually, and that will force out any extra coins that are able to be forced out if they're not gummed up in there. So say they are gummed up, these little tabs pull off. Put that aside. Wiggle this off. Wiggle this one too. Sometimes I've seen these snapped off. They are pretty thin, so be careful. Okay, so we've got that open. I want to make sure there's no debris in here, which this one is clean, but we'll take it off anyways, just to show you. So that come off. Did I see a little piece of paper in there? Yep, there we have a little piece of paper. That's an easy way to jam things up. This is a good thing we tested this one. Next, this is the little sensor bar here. And grab a smaller screwdriver for this. Okay. Make sure that's cleaned out, as well as this. If you're still getting exit hopper jams or anything else like that, and you can't find any coins in there, make sure this is cleaned out. You can do it with your fingers usually. You can always use a alcohol wipe. So it will go right back together. It's probably tough to see on camera, but there are little keys here and here, so you don't put it back together backwards. This goes right back on here. At least it should. I don't have it upside down myself, do I? Yes, I do. It's back there. Like I said, pennies are, you see it the most often because they get gunked up the most often. I've seen them bent. I've seen them glued together with bubble gum, or they're just corroded and stuck together in any other way. Alright. That doesn't need to just hand tighten here. This screw doesn't need to be cranked down with any force. Line up our boxes there. Pop that back together. If you find any, it's all back together. Another thing I find often is coin wrappers, coin wrapper debris. So tell all your cash office people not to make sure there's no debris left over in these when they empty their coins out. So that's pretty basic. Should cover everything. Anything else? Sometimes we do see counts lost. Your coin count will get lost. Sometimes we have to empty these out, recount them. If it happens 2 or 3 times in a row, we just swap out the unit and let Toshiba deal with it. Can't think of anything else at the moment, so any questions, just ask.